Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Nate Savage here from Guitar Fam. On Guitar Fam, we really love to help people play the music they love with the people they love. Me and my wife Chelsea, and today's Live Wednesday. That's a new thing we're doing a little bit of, and it's kind of in response to a poll that I'm putting up, poll or a question that I'm putting up every Tuesday. And yesterday's question was, "What do you do with the music that you learn on the guitar most? What are you most likely to do? Are you most likely to play live, like at a coffee shop, or jam with a friend, or are you more likely to use it online, like a YouTube video, or post it in the Guitar Fam forum, something like that? Or like the third option was, I don't do anything with the songs that I learn. And I looked at the responses a little bit earlier, and it was pretty evenly split. In thirds, people either play live in some way, or use the internet to post their music, or they don't do anything with their music. And I think one big danger that I see, because I teach a lot of private lessons, one danger I see with people that are having trouble progressing is that if you don't have a musical goal for the music that you're learning on guitar, to share it with somebody, even if it's just your mom or your best friend, or making a video for yourself for your own posterity, then it can be really difficult to make the progress you want to see, because there's no driving force behind you, um, kind of help motivating you to push you forward. And I'm working on several songs right now, but I'm only taking them really one at a time because they're a lot more difficult. But my main motivation, eventually, I'm going to put a YouTube video out for each one of them. And I'm going to eventually, when I'm done with enough instrumentals of these songs that I'm working on, I'm going to release another album. Like I really don't care if anybody buys it per se, but it's just for my own kind of posterity, and to do it because that's what I like to do, just to keep track of where I'm going and where I come from and all that stuff. So if you don't have like a musical goal or something kind of kicking you in the pants with a deadline on it, I would really encourage you to either start jamming with a friend, start going to open mics and performing, start making YouTube videos for yourself, even if if the videos never see the light of day, or start posting them in the Guitar Fam forum. There's a really cool feature we have that's probably the most popular part of the forum. It's called Student Progress Journals. And everyone gets in there and gets their own thread, and they post what they've been working on. And that does a couple things. It helps you get feedback on your playing, which is really cool. Can help you grow, but it also gives you kind of a digital diary of what you're working on, where you come from, and where you're going, and how long it's taking you to get there. Because if you don't have something like that, kind of cataloging your progress, then it can be really frustrating and tough to make really good progress. So if you're not, like, my whole point to this, and if you haven't voted in the poll yet, go either on Instagram and vote in the poll. What do you do with your music once it's done? Or on YouTube. I just put it up on YouTube because I just figured out how to do polls on YouTube, so that's great. But if you're not doing something like one of the two answers that's active, I would really encourage you to do that, even if you only film it for yourself, for your own posterity, because you're going to learn a lot when you actually get out in front of people and play guitar. You're going to learn what skills you have that are very concrete, and what skills you have that need a lot of work. And it's going to give you something back that you can be proud of, to see how much progress you've actually made. So that's my little kind of encouragement for today. And just to look at the poll and the question we did yesterday, is if you don't have something you're working on musically with some kind of end goal and deadline in mind, do that. And Guitar Fam is here to help you. If you don't have that in your life, go to guitarfam.com, create a complimentary account, and start posting in your guitar student journal in the forum. It's really cool. Let's see. Hey, Thomas, how's it going? We got to get together and have a coffee, man. JC Duran, hey, how's it going? Ant's Photo Studio, awesome. Ant's one of the people in the forum that is always posting update videos, and he's gotten a lot better over the past couple years since he's been doing that. Let's go, yeah, let's do it. Let's see. I'm just thinking of what my week looks like. I'll text you, Thomas. Yeah, maybe like next week or the week after, if you're busy next week. That'd be great. Cool. Anyway, I'm working on everything I'm working on right now seems to be either a finger style version of a pre-existing song that I'm just making like a chord melody style thing for, or an original tune that I had that's in my head. That's it isn't finger style; it's on electric guitar, but it is very hybrid picking kind of finger style, Andy Timmons style. So like they're all like very long. Oh, like they're over my skill level, right? Because I like to write things over my skill level, so it forces me to get better, and that's what I'm doing. So consequently, it takes me like 3, 4, 5 months to do one song because I don't have a lot of time to practice on personal stuff, just because of running the business, doing lessons, doing courses, keeping up with all the support, and then I don't know if you can hear her right now, but she's out there. She's back there in her room. She's in quiet time right now, but having a 3-year-old now. Is very time consuming. JC Duran says, "Hey Nate, I'm following your guitar system guitar course, and I'm working on palm muting on the electric guitar. Any tips to rest the palm on the hand of the strings and strum the chords comfortably?" Yeah, sure. I do have an electric guitar here. You're probably using an electric guitar, I would imagine. If not, that's okay. Whatever. Either one's fine. For me, it really is all about getting used to my own individual guitar, like the specific guitar that I'm currently playing. Because I have several guitars, but like when I have to shift things and kind of calibrate myself to them as I change guitar. So get really used to your guitar and try to go by the way things feel. Yeah, at first you're gonna have to look back and find the right spot for palm muting. But for me, it's just between my wrist bone right there and where my pinky joins my hand right there. More towards here on the fleshy part right here where it's thickest. But what I do is I just like take an E power chord and use that because I don't have to think about my left hand, that I could put all my attention on my right hand. And I just put that fleshy part right where the strings take off the bridge. And if you put too much on, you're not going to be able to decipher the notes. But if you don't put enough on, the strings are just going to sound kind of thuddy, but they're ringing out over each other. There's no real definition. Like you get that jump 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 instead of ba 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 ba, or where the notes just disappear. So you really have to, and you'll hear it go from not enough to just right to too much. The notes just disappear. So I would make that your number one goal and do that for like 3 weeks. It doesn't have to be a lot of time, just 3 or 5 minutes a day for like 3 weeks, and you'll get to where you'll be able to go right to the sweet spot on your guitar. Like this guitar is Chelsea's, my wife's. I don't play it much. I shouldn't more. I'm really enjoying sitting here just playing on it. But just after a minute or two, I'm calibrated and I can feel it, and it feels really good. And see any other things I can mention for that? I don't think so. Those are the main things. You'll get used to it to where you can go right to it. But make sure your guitar is plugged in through an amp, and I will put it on the bridge pickup because that's where you're probably going to be using the most stuff like that. If you're playing acoustic, it's the same thing. If it's too much, it's going to sound indecipherable. If it's not enough, the notes are going to bleed over each other too much. That's still going. You want the note to go kind of boom, boom, with the decay. So those are the main things I would say for palm muting. Thanks for going through the guitar system. I did that one ages ago. That course nearly killed me, but it's a good one. It's like an encyclopedia. Let's see. Well, I guess that's it. Like again, if you're not doing, if you don't have a musical goal, it doesn't matter what it is. It can be making a video for yourself, jamming with a friend, going to an open mic, or just posting a short little cell phone video. Sure, JC, no problem, man. Thanks for asking the question. Or like me, like I'm gonna make a video on it for YouTube. I don't have to, but I may as well when I put it up. I find that videoing myself forces me to polish whatever I'm working on even more, and it gets it better and better because I don't want to humiliate myself when it goes out to the world. I don't have to make an album for it either. It's just something that's like I'm learning it anyways. I may as well do it. But like I'm not afraid to butcher something in front of you guys, so I'll play some of it. Let's see. from there it goes on. It gets a little more involved and a little more active with the thumb. But it's just an old hymn that I really like the melody of, so I decided to make a full like fingerstyle version of it. It's been really good for my playing and just really good for knowing the fretboard up and down. And I guess the other thing I have coming up where I'm really applying or using the music that I'm doing, Chelsea and I have a bunch of Christmas gigs coming up, which is nice. I haven't played Christmas music obviously for a year, so I have to go back and they're really jazzy versions of it. So I have to go back and get my jazz chords polished up and my timing and all that stuff. So that's great. Dave, what's up, man? Hi, nice to see you. Wintermute. Let's see. I guess that's it. If you haven't voted yet, vote on the poll. What do you do with the music that you've learned on guitar? You use it online for YouTube or the Guitar Fan forum, something like that. Oh, sorry, my emojis. Do you do it in a live situation, gigs, coffee shops like open mics, jamming with friends, or you don't use it at all? I would encourage you not to let that be you. I guess that's it. Let's see what else we have coming up on the site. I think I'm going to do another Christmas song next week. Since I'm relearning all these noise, I figured I may as well do another Christmas song. We have the Christmas collaboration coming up. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. I'm still working on the next few modules of the Cage roadmap course. That's going to take a while to finish, but they're coming along. And we have some interesting strumming and timing things coming out for you in the next couple months too. So be looking out for that. I guess that's it, guys. I will see you at the latest next Wednesday, this time ish. Probably be earlier in the day. I had lessons this morning, so that's why I'm doing this later in the day. But we'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.